Now, if you make a rule you don't play by yourself, it's in vain, right? Right. And more people like you are more apt to break it than keep it, right? Now, if you even look upon a woman with lust yourself and you done committed it in your heart, applies more with what than what? Condemnation of the sin than forgiveness of the sin. Ain't that what Jesus said, right? To forgive the debt and the trespass. Both. Now, you can't say that if you're giving a prayer, right? In the same statement, can you? No. You say one first and then the other later on, but you still forgive both, right? You forgive either a debt or a trespass or breaking of the law, right? Which is what, again, eating corn on the Sabbath day means, or healing on the Sabbath day means. You're breaking a Jewish tradition in the minds of the chief priests, scribes, Pharisees, and Sadducees, right? But still, that law is punishable by the same thing as adultery or, homosexuality or whatever law you break as well. Murder, right? Now, there's a different case when it's called manslaughter as well. If you accidentally kill someone, right, it's also seen differently than if you do it premeditated or something like that. I guess we call that today, right? Now, if your slaves are gored by an ox back then, right, and male or female, they were valued 30 shekels apiece, either or. At the same value if slaves, right? There's a difference between the male free men and the slave free men, right? And there's a difference between the male free men and the woman free woman. The man is valued at 50 shekels and the female 30, right? Though her and the slaves are still the same value. Why is that, do you think? Right? Because she's still in servitude to who? The man. The man, right? That's why she's valued at the same price as the slave, idiot, right? She's subservient to her husband over if he's free, whereas slaves are valued at the same price as the woman, right? As is the Lord, right? The Lord was valued at 30 shekels too, right? You don't seem to get that. Why? Why? Was he a free man or a slave, right? If a free man, he should have been bought for 50 shekels, right? But if a slave, 30, right? Same with Joseph being sold to the Ishmaelites for 20 shekels. He was at least 17 when he got his coat, right? So between 5 to 20, you're valued at 20 shekels if a male, 10 if a female, right? Again, then you're below a slave, right? Because, see, like Joseph, if you're between 5 to 20, you could be sold into slavery like he was, right? Even, right? And things like that back then, right? Now, these things we're trying to do away with, too, but that depends on the lawmakers as well. See, a law is in place to either prevent something from happening that you used to do in the past and change it, or it still supports it, right? Right. Either way. Now, a law can be a good thing or a bad thing to a person depending on what you're doing, right? Right. So if you can't keep a law, you're the one breaking your own law, right? So why even make it in the first place, right? If you don't want to keep a law, it's a foolish thing to make the law. But if you try to keep the law, you're able to follow the law, and that's a good thing, not a bad thing, I guess, right? Right. Usually, you make a law because someone's doing something to harm someone else, and you're trying to prevent them from doing that act, right? I ain't saying that's not why the law was made as well. In general, though, if someone wants to be with someone and you're trying to interfere in it, you're the problem there, not the two people who want to be together either, right? No matter who it is, right? Now, like I said, I ain't seen the girl in the salon, though, since the incident in 2019 anyway. The first time. The second time I saw her as I was going to the bathroom, but I didn't stay, right? I went on to the booty, right? And that's because I'd done been out there twice, right? So I was just, because it was a public bathroom as well. And I was a customer at least twice, right? No problem to go to the bathroom real quick. Plus, no, the store has a bathroom, but that one, no. I don't think. I didn't go into the hair salon or anything. But I could do that, right? And hopefully won't lose time there either, but still. I also know how long it takes to take a haircut and what they usually charge. Though, again, right, I can get a haircut at any time. But again, there's all kind of hair places around, right? I'm just worried since the guy's showing his butt. I don't know who it is, right? If it's the man who did my nails the first time or the girl herself changing her mind about what happened, even, right? Which I would tell her she's free to do that if we'll do this one time or whatever, right? If it went that way or not, right? I'm just dealing with the possibility of it. Because, see, even if she changed her mind about me, that don't mean she's still not the girl I would be interested in for myself if she was really 37. Now, if she was really 15, I wouldn't even made a move on her, right? Right. Now, that's where it got the confusion for me, right? Anyway, I thought she was 37, right? But that the women were messing with her about it. And may have invited her into the bathroom to show her that I wasn't sexually responding to her in the first place. May have. I'm not sure. Now, the thing is, once you're in the bathroom, though, it's between me and her, and you don't know what we did or not either. And unless she says we did something, again, it's as if nothing happened there, too, right? So, again, right, I don't normally forget something like that with the last people I had sex with, which was Molly V, right? But like I said, I had women who act a little sexual towards me, like Odette from the church, right? But I don't know we did anything, right? Because I only see her in church, and you can't do nothing in church. Again, right? And Teresa's around me, so she would have to come over to my house, my apartment, right? Get past Teresa, come to my bedroom in the back, right? Get in, because I leave my door closed because of Teresa, right? Sleeping on the couch, right? And again, me and Teresa just hung out all day. She would drink her beer and take beer and take her pills, and I would, watch TV with her or whatever, right? Or watch it in the bedroom, right? And she would cook food for me, right? And we would go back and forth between the different stuff to get her food and be food, right? That's why I kind of put on the weight as well. And then I quit exercising as much, and the next thing I know, I'm around 285, and then now I'm between 330 and 340, though I'm keeping that down. This morning I was 334. Like I said, I went down a few pounds anyway. And then around 4, I'm going to eat dinner, right? Kind of, right? I had a late lunch again around 8. A little bit after 8, between 8:45 and 9:20, right? Which is about enough time, right? And I'm just fantasizing and trying to figure out what happened, but I'm not sure. I'm not worried about it. And whether she changed her mind or not, that's fine. And if I met someone who's sneaking over here or not, I don't know, right? What's going on there? 100% either, right? I just know the only one who can get it after 11 o'clock would be a female to change the channel with me if we did that. But amnesia, even when you're asleep, works the same way as amnesia if you have it during the day. You just don't know what happens specifically. Now, it's not a sin to try and figure out it. I keep telling you that too. And fantasize what you might could have done if you lost the time, right? Bible don't say you can't fantasize, right? About a girl you met that you might be interested in otherwise, right? But not sure anything happened anyway, right? And said that too. See, the only one not listening is the idiot on YouTube who won't listen, calls himself Charlie something, right? Which, again, right? That's what the Vietnamese called, the Americans was Charlie. Right. And Lulu, which whatever the hell that means, I don't know. So again, like I said though, who do you think if the girl did do something like that with me would have a problem? Whoever was watching through the camera? Whoever was watching through the camera. Right. And see, if we made it to the bathroom, we got in and he would get there when we were getting out, maybe. But then what happened? I just sat back down so she could go back and finish my nails. Yeah. And then he left again. After he blacked me out again, somehow. In Georgia. Where rednecks like shooting people too. But if I healed of a gunshot wound, it would freak him out worse. Even if he had to do it 3 times in a row. Exactly. See, it's one thing, right? To say that, it's another thing for a person to witness it, right? And she saw it after he left, what happened. Since you insist you were there, and I know you weren't there until we got to the bathroom or something, right? After we got out, right? And then you tried to trick me every day when I remember everything, right? And it started November 7th on, right? Then the next month, I'm to wear the following weekend in December, right? And then again, right? In January, around the middle of around the 12th, right? Somewhere around there, right? And it was just the weekend after December, right? Right, started, right? I went again, right? And he still acted weird about it, right? The guy who did my nails, right? I don't know if he's the owner, proprietor of it, right? I don't think she was, even if she was 37, she didn't say she was, right? I don't recall, right? I asked, right? Any of that, right? But who would be upset about it? Not me and her if we did it, right? Already. First time, right? Wouldn't bother me not if we did, wouldn't bother me if we didn't, right? But the timing, right? See, I'm not a quickie. I do everything. From your head to your toe, I wanna, right. Or at least, head to middle, head to trunk. Right. Or head to vagina, right? If you're a female, right? Only the females for me, right? And of course, the female, if she's into the male, again, right? Same thing. She can do it head to, penis as well. But again, right? We're just talking anatomy there, right? Right. And then I sung a little song, lyric to it, right? One of the lines in it, right? Forgot the artist name of it. That's the whole point, though. I heard a song like that before. Right. Right. But you're gonna do what you're gonna do about it. You done did what you did about it. It's over now, right? Right. We dealt with it. And he ain't been out since, right? He ain't even been in that strip mall again. And if you keep calling them, all they can do is see if I go by or not. Right? And I'm free to go to the theater. I'm not banned from it. Meaning I probably didn't do with any of the women there what happened with her. And it was a one-time thing. Right. And I'm over it all. And I did that before with other women, so it wouldn't bother me none. Either way. So if it bothers you, get over it. If it don't, it don't, right? Right. You done did what you needed to do to keep me away from her. And it's over now, right? Unless you think she wants to find a way back to me, right? And that's up to her too, but I'm not encouraging her or discouraging her, right? I ain't seen her since then either. Right? Unless it's in passing. But see, that's the point. I can get my hair cut anywhere, and I'm not going to act crazy, right, about it. I don't need to do nothing weird, right? I know. And it's not because I don't want to see her again. I don't want us to both get in trouble again, right? Because obviously he had a problem with what happened, and I don't remember, right? But I'm over it, right? Just hoping he will get over it too, right? But if you don't, that's just right. That's right. And one more time, I thought she said she was 37. If I did something with her, that's why, right? And if she got confused, she was confused before I met her, because that was the first time I met her, right? And if I remember all those, so that ain't going to change, right? From one day to the next, right? Okay. Now that's on Walker, Texas Ranger, with the woman bending over when the man looking at her butt. And you think I'm freaky. You think he's freaky. See if they show it again. There it is. There it is. Oh, they're doing a tattoo. They're doing a tattoo on her buttocks and her buttocks. Oops. 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 I know. I think that's Kelly Who. I'm not sure. Ouch. Or somebody and somebody. Oh. Nope. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. I forgot her name though. But I keep telling you, I ain't even got to go in the strip mall yet. Right? That's how little I'm tempted by her. And I've had sex before, and women to be with me one night and never see them again. Right? is not unusual for me. hmm So either get over it or don't.